The scene starts with the Guardians of the Globe pulling up to their base, and I want all of you to listen to me when I tell you this. This is one of the most sorry, pathetic, no money, no accolades, no motion, no badges, no credibility, stupid ass teams I've ever seen in my life. Cause ain't no way we got these bums protecting my city. It's like I said in my last Invincible video that YouTube decided to mute. It don't matter what role you have in this show, you will suffer. Just imagine for a second. One day you wake up just to see an entire alien civilization on your doorstep knocking like a Jehovah's Witness. And when you're about to get packed, a 3-foot bluefish pulls out trying to save you. I won't even lie, bro, just slide it in. And I take a closer look and I realize that this is just the Justice League from Tesco. Bro, look, why is Batman black? We even got Flash, Wonder Woman, and Martian Manhunter. And I'm guessing this must be Aquaman. And a random bitch in a green screen suit. And they are wondering who sent the alert, and Flash with the quickness manages to push the Immortal out the way of him, the big dog, Omni. They all shook wondering what happened, but Wonder Woman is the first to attack. No words, just straight hands. She swings twice at straight air and the Flash comes in, but nah, run it back, bro. This nigga got smacked so quick he didn't even escape the blur animation. He stands there hitting the Madara as Batman throws his batarangs at him, making him stumbling back as this fish begins spitting at him. But Omni-Man wasn't about to take that disrespect, so he flies up, winding his elbow all the way back, ready to prepare for a McDonald's fillet of fish. Only for the Flash to come in, saving his life, leaving Omni-Man hitting the Iron Man. Flash then comes in, getting off 2 hits, but gets caught with his 3rd one. But wait, hold on, we're not gonna let this nigga get away with this, bro. Cause what is this zesty ass pose he's hitting? Nigga look like he throwing a discus. And this right here shows that he has absolutely zero training. Cause if you came from the left, why are you punching with your right hand? But he gets caught and Omni-Man begins squeezing his head slowly. And while he's squeezing, he is literally breaking his hands off his chest. And to him, this probably felt like an eternity as Omni-Man crushes his head, had everyone screaming, "No! No! Let me not even say anything. Martian Manhunter then comes in, wrapping him up. And by the way, I'm only calling these guys by their Justice League names because I don't actually know their names. All I know is Immortal. That's it. He comes in, rocking the shit out of him, and the Wonder Woman immediately follows through. He breaks out, weaves her straight, grabs her by the back of her head and makes her eat straight concrete. He then grabs her head, ready to send her back to Amazon, but she gets saved by Batman as he comes down from the top rope. If he threw from over there, how was he all the way up there? Don't piss me off. But he did all that just to get grabbed and slammed down. Nigga looked like he ate it on the wrong time of the month. Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck? But Omni-Man slams him one more time, killing him and throwing his lifeless body at the green bitch. And people been telling me that I make a lot of Cynthia Erivo jokes. So for this video, I'm gonna refrain from mentioning her name. And Cynthia Erivo from Wicked looks up in horror as she gets absolutely annihilated. He then uses her as a shield to block Aquabum's spit, had her flopping like an inflatable. Wonder Woman comes in from the top, rocking his head, but goes 0 for 3 and gets smacked away. He grabs her weapon and turns him into fresh tuna. Martian Man wraps him up again and then Loki starts jumping him, but Omni-Man manages to rip him off and we get this. He then gut-checked Immortal, blowing his back out, pause, grabs Wonder Woman and makes her look behind her. And he walks back up to Immortal, chopping his head off, killing the Guardians of the Globe. But wait, rewind that a bit. Nigga, does his hair make him have an Iron Man mask? But later on in the show, the scene is getting invaded by the Flaxons. And not much happens here, but I want you to pay close attention to what he says right here.
You don't seem to understand. Earth isn't yours to conquer.
And then he proceeds to destroy this entire civilization, but not before forcing them to make a machine so he can get back home and then dropping a whole ass big ass meteor on their head. But after that, a whole bunch of shit happens. They all find out what Omni-Man did and it all comes crashing down right here. Omni-Man and Mark are fighting this giant monster when all of a sudden Immortal comes back, spiking him down to the ground. And you might be wondering, how was he here if Omni-Man killed him 7 episodes ago? It's because these two genius twins revived him, hoping they would be able to enslave him. But he woke up immediately looking for the fade with Omni-Man. He begins throwing hands with him, and at first it looks like he might actually stand a chance because look at these clean hits he's getting off. But then Omni-Man catches his fist and rocks him. He looks over just to see his son about to get eaten by Sexy Red, and that was all the distraction it took for Immortal to come in with the punch. Mark gets slammed down while Omni-Man is going hit for hit. He tries to save Mark, but Immortal coming in with the legendary defense. Omni-Man gets fed up and hits him with the Rengoku. Straight drives his whole fist straight to his back. Pause. But Immortal starts piercing his eyes trying to turn him into Stevie Wonder, only for Omni-Man to turn him into Gojo. Mark looks at his dad and immediately begins throwing hands, putting straight belt. Like, okay, Mark, I get the whole gracing. But it was only because he thought someone was controlling Omni-Man. But Omni-Man begins explaining to Mark why he's doing all this, and it went a little bit like this. Hey son, so basically, you know, when I told you I was from another planet and I was here to save the earth and shit, yeah, I lied.
You what?
See, us Viltrumites are basically like Saiyans. We go from planet to planet, murking niggas to expand our empire. So I came here, cracked your mom, murked the Tesco Justice League, and now it's time for you to kill everyone and be proud Viltrumites. Okay, son? You got this. So you're telling me that all this bullshit I've been going through is because of you? I had to break up with Amber. I know she looking chop shit, but she was my bitch.
Are you serious, my brother?
I could be getting hold of the club, but I gotta save the world from a whole bunch of fish. And now you expect me to trust you? I murked the whole world that I break my back to protect? And what about mom? You really think I'm gonna let her die? Do you not love her? Nah. I'm gonna. You gonna what? You gonna what? I'm gonna fuck you up, Dad!
Really, nigga?
He then rocks him and spikes him down, making him leave a huge crater on the ground. Mark swings but gets blocked, choked, grabbed, and thrown away. And I got distracted by this nigga.
Oh, nigga, you gay!
He chases Mark down, and we take a look at Debbie hearing and watching this whole interaction. And she's there like, we gotta stop them.
We?
He ducks under his strike but gets rocked right after. As these fighter jets pull up targeting Omni-Man, they begin to up fire on him, naturally doing 0 damage as Omni-Man destroys one, making the pilot fall but gets caught by Mark, bringing him down to safety. And he was so relieved that he survived, only for Omni-Man to pull up and pop his head right in front of Mark's eyes. He then goes after the other one and she ups it on him as well because it made absolute 0 damage last time, so it only makes sense for her to do it again. And right as he's about to kill her, Mark comes in with a blocked by James but gets sent dumb far, landing in the middle of Chicago. He looks up to see the damage done to the city, and I'ma hold your balls when I say this. It's about to get 100 times worse. He tries to stop this building from falling down, and the writers see the amount of struggle he's in and are like,
nah, that's not enough.
As a mom and her daughter almost fall out the window, but Mark catches the mom and the daughter manages to stay on top. But whew, this is not Spider-Man. Like I said before, no matter what role you have in this show, hero, villain, or civilian, if you're around smoke, you're bound to get burnt. Bars. But Mark isn't able to hold on the building and it crashes down. Mark gets up still holding onto her hand, but no body. And he's like, what have I done? As Omni-Man pulls up and is like, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. This was all you. I ain't even do shit. You see all this? That's on you, not me. Mark gets up and starts going. But this pisses him off and he grabs his arm and slams him through the ground, killing more innocent civilians just trying to go home to their wife and kids. And oh my god, I'm gonna need y'all to sit down for this next part, cause holy shit. We see this train coming in, right? Omni-Man holds up his son and begins using him as a meat shield, killing every single person on this train. Holy fucking shit. Look at this. Not a single person survived. And Omni-Man is still talking his shit. Mark swings but missed and gets bounced off the concrete and speared in the air. He grabs his son and eats this punch, and we get this shot right here. I want you guys to put yourself in this scenario. Now, as a black kid with African parents, I've gotten my fair share of ass whoopings. But the one thing we can all agree is that you never fight back. But just imagine you did, and your dad looks at you like this while winding up the meanest punch of his life. Oh my god. And he booms that little nigga, sending him flying and chases him down. Look at him. This nigga has the running form while flying. He then sends him up, juggling him in the air, brutally beating him. He grabs him, starts talking his shit, and drives him downwards, straight through this cruise ship, then throws him into the mountains. And this next part, I was low-key fearing for Mark's life, because as he's pummeling his son, he says,
"What's 17 more years? I can always start again. Make another kid."
What? You could always make another kid? Nigga, that's your son. And he continues to beat the tomato juice out of this guy, turning his face into meatloaf. And then we get this iconic scene.
"Why did you make me do this? You're fighting so you can watch everyone around you die. Think, Mark. You'll outlast every fragile, insignificant being on this planet. You'll live to see this world crumble to dust and blow away. Everyone and everything you know will be gone. What will you have after 500 years?
I'll give you that. I still have you.
But this makes Omni-Man regret his actions. And instead of taking accountability, he leaves, leaving his son battered on some random mountaintop, leaving his wife mentally, emotionally shattered. And Cecil wasted no time snatching her up. Nigga pulled up talking about, "Damn girl, and he just left you?" And the whole world wondering what comes next. And I'ma see you all next week.